Hello! So we are back, and we're going to continue our cycle. We've got 5 down. Last time out, we cleared Stealth A. So we're rolling pretty good ships so far, and that's going to continue because we're playing Crystal B right now. And Crystal B is a very, very strong ship. This is arguably the most... If you wanted to make a ranking of which ships were the best in the game, if you were trying to do it based on win streak consistency, it probably wouldn't be this one. This would be up there. But if you wanted to make it like the most powerful ship in the game, it might be this. This is the ship that people use if they want to deliberately beat the game with a really low score and play FTL golf, because it needs very little to win. You don't have any weapons to start, so that's kind of a problem. It's a boarding ship. You have crystals. Crystals are really overpowered because they have a lockdown power that is just ridiculously good. You also start with cloaking, which, you already start with 2 of your 3 systems, and they're 2 actually, unlike many of the ships where one of the systems is a little bit out of the, beyond what you would normally want. These are 2 actually good systems. A boarding ship generally wants boarding, cloaking, and hacking. You've already got 2 of those. You just need to get the hack. You've got Crystal Vengeance also, which sells for 40 scrap. That's about the best thing that you can say about Crystal Vengeance. It's actually dangerous to have on this ship. So the downside with Crystal B is you don't have any way at the beginning of a run to fight auto ships or enemies that have Zol shields. You should vent the cloak room, by the way, because otherwise it takes too long for the air to get out of there. And if anyone boards right into it, they will actually break the room. Let's have a look at go to the immediate store. Do we just go there and sell the Crystal Vengeance? I mean, that is generally worth it. You can do that to sell the Crystal Vengeance to get shields up. I might try to get like 1 or 2 jumps, just to see if I can then exchange it for like a weapon or a clone bay or something like that. I think the way to go is here, there, and then store. Oh well, there's nothing, unfortunately, we can get there. We want to start with one of our crew in sensors, just so that if there is a ship we can board, we can see what sort of crew they've got. I guess we should have just gone right to the store. That quest is not really that good. Oh, great, and we don't have a great way to get out of it. Problem is, this quest can give... you can fight a Rebel Elite ship there that will have, like, an ASB firing on you. I mean, I guess we'll go there because it's not guaranteed to be that. So, it's off to the store, and we're going to sell Crystal Vengeance immediately. There's some weapons here, we can't get them, because we've made 0 scrap. We also can't get Clone Bay. If we could get Clone Bay back up the end... I did not think about the fact that we... Okay, well, I've just wasted 20 scrap by being a dumbass. I went to click on those experimentally, thinking, oh, we don't have enough scrap for those. Of course, we did have enough scrap for the backup DNA bank. Well, if we narrowly lose, that's my fault, but I think Crystal B is strong enough that we can tolerate the fact that I just misclicked like a moron. We can't beat this ship, so that's a double scrap reward. We've literally not made any scrap so far beyond what we made from selling the Crystal Vengeance, which literally hasn't benefited us in large part because it has, but not much. We'll move into examine the station. Okay, that's the first scrap we've made in the entire run. We don't have good distress beacons, so we're going to avoid that. Scrap. Top option, risk crew, and risking your crew is very, very bad on this ship. Are you kidding me? Where is my goddamn scrap? We finally get a fight. It's a quite dangerous fight. I should have been running my person to the... They're running away. We're going to board into drone control and smash that stuff. Now, if we time this very precisely, we can lock them out. Unfortunately, we did not do that. By the way, if you cloak when no one's on your ship, you lose the ability to see the rooms on your own ship, which is kind of amusing. And you tend to only ever find that out when you're playing this ship. Okay, can we please break this? Because as soon as we break this, we're safe. Okay, we're safe now. So we can't take damage in this fight, and we're going to easily kill them. We lock them in just because there's no benefit to doing that whatsoever. Okay, well, we've got our shields up despite me throwing 20 scrap away by being a dumbass. I guess we go here, here, and there. Or alternatively, do we have enough to hit those top 3 jumps? I'm not 100% sure that we do, so I'm not doing it. I mean, we could go here, here, there, back, and then there. And I think there's enough space for that, but I'm not absolutely certain, and I don't want to take any risks right now. Are you fucking kidding? I've not saved my crew positions as well. Well, let's put you there. You might as well go on shields for this, but this is another ship we can't kill. We probably won't take damage. We could actually board this ship. What I'm concerned about, because the crystals take less damage from suffocation, so we could board it and break their weapons and make it completely safe. What I'm worried about is that the solar flare could hit my teleporter and then we lose our crew. So I think it's better to let's cloak. Keep you in shields just to minimize the odds that we get screwed over, because these weapons might eventually sync up, or they might just sync them up on their own by cloaking. Go and put that out. You go fix that. I mean, theoretically, we could stay here and let them take damage from the solar flare. I don't feel like that's worth it. If we could be absolutely certain of the solar flare not hitting our teleporter, I would do that. But I'm not. So let's just... Do we jump out right now? Yeah, that can damage us. It's frustrating. Wow, there's nothing there either. So this ship is really strong, but this run is going really, really badly. We've made like no scrap. And I mean, yeah, I wasted 20. But ultimately, the fact that we've jumped just to empty beacons or jumps with Rebel Auto Scouts, that's not actually something that I could have really controlled. I'm just jumping the beacons. Maybe we should have stuck around and killed that ship, but I don't feel like that's a high percentage sort of play. Okay, well, we got a fight here, and this is quite an easy fight. They can't actually... Let's actually save our crew positions, because I keep forgetting to do it. This is a safe fight. Should we grind skill here? This is a safe fight in the sense of being... of them not being able to damage us. Those crew, however, are quite dangerous. We also can't board them in a way that uses our 3 people very effectively, because they've got door upgrades. Where do I need to board this ship? I need to blow up the clone bay. The problem is, if I whatever room I board into, if I board in with 3 people, I don't control where the 3rd person goes, and I'm worried that if I say board into Clone Bay, that they shove the 3rd person into shields, and then they say run the Mantis and the Rock in and overwhelm them. The other way we could do this would be we could just board into... I think probably the safe way doing this is to board into pilot with 2 of them. Beat them down low, use our lockdown power to hold people out. And then warp back and heal. Like they might... Yeah, I think that's the way to do this. Let them run the rock in. I used the wrong lockdown, but whatever. I don't actually want to kill these 2. But I want to knock them down at very low on health. Let's, I want to knock this rock down as low as I can. I think this will do. I'm a bit concerned about accidentally taking too much damage on one of my guys. And we can afford to take this slowly because we're completely safe. Now if we board 3 people in, we should be able to just put 2 of them in Clone Bay, lock down and smash immediately, because we'll just wait till our lockdown powers are back. If it puts our lone person in a bad spot, we can just use lockdown to block it. But frankly, you know, their crew don't have full health anyway, so I could probably fight 2v1 safely. You use lockdown. Yeah, you're fighting the NG, that doesn't matter. Okay, we've got that. You just smash down those doors so that I can swap you in, although I don't think I'm going to need you to. Well, we actually made some scrap in that fight, so there's some. We'd like to save 80 for hacking or a weapon. We get 1 more jump in this because we're going to the exit, so we might actually get to like 75 scrap in this, but this is a disastrously bad sector nevertheless. Did I really not save crew positions? I'm sure I saved my crew positions. Move to examine the station, scrap the machinery, cool. We did have an extra jump, but that's really, really close. NG is obviously preferable to abandoned here. So, off to NG controlled. We have 6 fuel because we like had hardly any encounters in that sector. There, or there. Nah, just there is better. Where are all the encounters? I mean, I know I'm in an NG sector, but still. So, we're not going to give them all our fuel, so we continue to make no scrap. And we are now running desperately low on fuel. Listen to their offer. We can actually do this. It's going to be extremely tedious, but we can actually do this as long as they do not have a Zoltan shield. Because what we can do is we can use the crystal lockdown to lock rooms down that their crew aren't in, smash the room to deal hull damage, then warp back, heal, and keep doing this over and over again. Unfortunately, they have really good weapons. Well, the people there did say not kill all of them, so we can fulfill that. We're going to kill the NG who is blocking their weapons so that we can smash those, and then we will go and smash their other rooms. And that will get us a weapon, which is very valuable. We'll have to do some kiting here, but like whatever, that's how it goes sometimes. You... And let's just kite you. Ideally we kite the NG. Cloak that. Lockdown. And now I can also use this guy's lockdown. So that room's not locked, but this one is. We'll take some damage here, but they didn't hit the teleporter, which was the main thing we needed to avoid. We may just need to kill the other NG, frankly. Because otherwise the NG is going to do repair nonsense, and that's going to be a problem. Let's kite this guy, kill the other NG. We need to get our guys back or we're going to actually suffocate. So, as soon as we come back. So let's warp these two. You're going to kite. We just need to make sure we don't accidentally kill this guy, which we can take this pretty slowly. Do you guys have your lockdown powers back? You do. So I can run you into that room, or teleport you into that room, and you will be able to break it completely. I think for future things I actually want to have only two of these people over here, because I could potentially just warp over, use the lockdown powers to keep him out of the room completely, break something, and then warp away again. Like on future turns, I can just jump into shields. No, don't hurt him. I don't want to lock him down right now because I might accidentally lock him in the room and then I can't not kill him. You go fix shields now, because you're not going to come back to the ship. I wonder if I can distract him somehow to get somebody in there, but I don't want to make this even more annoying than it already is. You know, in 20 seconds, he's not going to fix that twice. He will only fix it once. And as soon as I board into shields, his priority will be, oh, I must defend shields, even though he won't be able to get in through the lockdown. And once we finish breaking shields, we can just ping pong back and forth between these two rooms. Like, he'll put 1 point of repair on this, well, I'll break shields completely. He'll prioritize fixing that. The next time we board, we'll board into weapons and finish breaking those. This is a little annoying because these have the damage buffer on them. Can we actually break this time? I think we can just about do it. Yes, we can. Okay, good. We got a point of hull damage there. Now we kite again. In fact, we don't even need to do that. We have teleporter back. So now we just have to wait until the teleporter is off cooldown. Actually, no, we need our lockdown powers back. We can swap somebody out, actually. You go take over pilot. So yeah, he's put point of repair on shields. He's not finished, so we warp into here. Lockdown. I'm not even sure he's trying to get to us, but he won't be able to do it either way. No, he's not even trying to get here. So that was a wasted lockdown. He'll finish fixing shields, then he'll come over to fight us, we'll warp back. And we'll just alternate this pattern over and over and over again. And yeah, he'll go fix weapons, he'll put 1 point of repair on to bring the ion stunner back, it won't be enough. Let's watch the doors. We don't need to use lockdown quite right away. Let's use it now. Make sure it's somebody who's actually on the ship. There we go. That buys us a little bit more time. And you're the other one in here, aren't you? Yes, you are. Smash it. Yeah, he's not even coming over towards me, so we can just break this. I think they'll surrender at this point. Yep, let them return, go to the settlement. Okay. Well, we got a weapon. It's actually a decent weapon as well. We can't use that quite yet. Actually, we can. And we're going to. Because that way, if we find any more auto scouts, we can kill them by boarding shields, breaking shields, and using the hull beam. Now, we really, really need fuel. Because we fought barely any ships, our ships defeated total is 2 in 17 beacons. That's why we have no fuel. There's nothing there either. Okay, we get some NG free stuff, that's nice. I want more jumps before I go to this store, but also we don't have that many jumps to take because of the fuel situation. Let's go here and hope we get a fight or something that gives us fuel. Explore the asteroid field. Well, we got some scrap, but we didn't get any fuel. We now just need to go here and buy fuel. I'd love to be able to get some of the stuff here, and in any kind of normal run, we'd be looking at getting hacking right now. But instead that won't be happening, so... And there's the other store. need to do that. Do we have 2 jumps? I'm not convinced that we do. It's very, very close. I think that we do, but I don't want to risk this run over that. Okay, we can kill these guys quite easily. We don't need our weapon. We'll just board straight into weapons, kill the person in there, break them once. Unfortunately, we didn't use the lockdown fast enough so they get to get another person in here. However, we can fight them at 3v2. I don't know why I cloaked there, that was a mistake. Buys time, I guess. And actually it doesn't matter, because we're going to lock down here, that will break one of these weapons. That's all we need to win. There we go. And you come in and we will crush you. We get the absolute minimum reward we could have got for a crew kill. Great. Like, I really don't want to jump out early if we don't have to. I think we have this. Yeah, we got this. Well, we can't get anything from that anyway. Yeah, we did have it. You can see it was close, but... Held a refugee, okay, good, there's a fight. We have to break the Clone Bay, but it's fine, we can do that. Like, if we could have just caught ships like this, or if you get a run where where Crystal B just fights ships like this in the early game, you just friggin' roll. But we just found just nothing. King, you do a lockdown. You two break the Clone Bay. Ironically, this guy's not even trying to fight back, because he's trying to get to the people in there. We'll just fight like this, we'll win. Getting shields. We could probably get crew skill by doing lockdowns, but... Good, we got a double reward. We could really use that, considering how few rewards of any kind that we've got. Everyone heal up. I know one of the choices for next sector is Uncharted Nebula. And the other is Rock Controlled. Those are neither of them good options. Rock Controlled has the Rock Live Mine, which is very dangerous. But Uncharted Nebula is full of, Uncharted Nebula has got loads of auto scouts. But I think the Uncharted Nebula is better. There are teleporter blue options in the Uncharted Nebula, which is nice. So I think we do that. Like, losing crew on this ship is you're not going to be able to replace a crystal if you lose them. They're gone. So we go into the Uncharted Nebula. We have an immediate store, which is not ideal. We don't have very much scrap. If we could get one more lot of scrap, we could go to that store and buy a Clone Bay, and that gives us a very reliable way to kill auto ship. So let's try to take another jump and see if we can do that. There's no guarantee, of course, they will have it there. Now, let me think. Do I want to try to take like one more? Because the other option, of course, here is maybe there's hacking there. If we could somehow get 22 scrap from this jump, we could turn that into hacking. Is that particularly probable? I know that's very unlikely in sectors 1 and 2, but things go up. A medium reward in Sector 3 is 16 to 27 scrap. So we could do it for a medium reward. It's not likely, though. We could also do it by selling one of these weapons, which is probably worth it, honestly. I mean, it depends on whether it's there. It isn't. There's a burst laser 2 there, though. Let's not accidentally buy back up DNA bank for the second time. So, sell the laser charger, buy the burst laser 2. Okay. So, now we need to get our weapons up so that we can kill auto ships more easily, and then we need power. How much scrap have we made in this run so far? We've made less. If you exclude drops, we've made less than 150 scrap in this run so far. Like, I've made more than that very regularly in Sector 1. In fact, my average in Sector 1 is not much. Below that. Okay, this ship we should just attack. It does not have a medical unit. It does have one of these things, though. That's not good. Let's board into there and smash this. Except I really want to smash both weapons and drones on this ship. I wonder if I'm better off just... I can shoot the weapons. I wonder if I'm better off just boarding into shields and trying to win the fight as quickly as possible. The danger... I mean, no, they're not going to have... I was going to say the danger is they might have an anti-personnel drone, but they've got 4 power in a drone there and another one there. They don't also have an anti-personnel drone, so I'm just going to board into shields and try to rush them down. Like, this way, even if they damage me, even if they damage the ship, like, we're going to kill these guys. Cloak now. Let our shield recharge before we fire. Do we want to shoot at this or this? I think we want to shoot weapons. It's more reliable. Yeah, we take the flak down. We'll probably take a heavy shot or two, but... probably just one. Yeah, one. Let's turn our oxygen on. That was a nasty ship. Let's just vent that. I accidentally closed all my internal doors, didn't I? So I stopped venting the O2. Let's upgrade weapons to have a buffer. That should have O2 back now. I'll go into most fights like this, because I don't need the laser in every fight, it's just some of the time, and I'm very, very glad that ship only had 1 shield bubble. We take a lot of damage if it has 2, because we couldn't have reliably got the flak down. Let's keep looking, we just need a few more lots of scrap to get our weapons in play. We continue to be an unerring finder of empty jumps. Okay, we got a fight here. It's unfortunately a fairly nasty fight. If we board weapons and put 1 point on, will that take this missile down? I'm not sure, because that could be this could be an Artemis missile. I really wish we had a Clumbe here. Because there is a big, big danger if they missile my teleporter and set it on fire. Do I board this ship, or do I try to hit it with the... The problem is, if I try to just hit it with the laser, my odds are not very good. I think we have to board here, and I really don't like it. might take a look at where this is aimed and then deliberately not cloak it if it's not aimed at something that matters. That looks like it's aimed at weapons. That's only a Lido missile. I'm gonna let it hit it. Yeah. And now let's get our second shield bubble up before this laser goes off. Wow, dodging. Now let's watch this carefully. That looks like it's probably aimed at like this room or maybe my shields. Shields would be quite bad. Teleporter obviously would be a disaster, so I'm just going to cloak. And it didn't work, and thankfully it wasn't aimed at my teleporter. But I now need to get my guys back because they could hit it with the burst, with the chain laser. Okay, we got those down. We just need to win like a couple of fights so that we can use both of these weapons, and then we will be extremely safe. Unfortunately, the game is not being cooperative in that regard. I'd like to just switch to the hull beam here, but they got a point of repair on their shields. You stay in there, actually, and start charging my weapons now. That is the second time that they've dodged 2 of my 3 shots. I really do not want to have to board these guys again. Well, they agree. Are you fucking joking? You have got to be fucking kidding me. The RNG has absolutely abandoned me on this front. Great. That's finally down. That's probably going to come back up in a moment because they've been repairing their weapons throughout. We want to try to hit shields now because they're... Yeah, that is coming back. I just want to keep this safe. Like, if we have to board again, we can, as long as that stays down. Potentially, well, I was going to say potentially we could kill this one hit at a time, but obviously we can't do that with that kind of dodging. Yeah, we took way more damage than we should have in this fight because of just... That was a stretch where they dodged 8 of 9 laser shots. Like, you can't do anything about that. The protection against that is get hacking. We're going to buy some power here. We can't get our weapons up right now anyway, and we will need more power before we can even use them. I can stretch on low power in bad runs like this, but it can only stretch so far. Like, the only good thing about this is Crystal B, as mentioned, is not a ship that needs that much to win. Like, a run like this on Federation C or NGB would be a complete disaster. I don't really want this other store. I mean, I'd love to get 50 scrap and go there and get a clone bay, but... Attack the pirate. Okay, this is a pretty safe fight. They're going to board me. I think I'll shoot their weapons. Fortunately, we're getting lucky fighting a lot of ships with 1 shield on this. Let's kill this fool. Where are you? You're in weapons. We'll beat the crap out of you. That's a Mantis, but whatever. We beat you 2v1. Enemies continue to dodge like crazy. Great. I'm going to cloak right now so that this Mantis can't warp back. Okay, we've hit one of those. Flash my shields. Now you go in there. We board in shields. Lockdown. that down, and now we kill these guys quite easily. Yeah. Nice. 29 crew and another border. 29 crew, 29 scrap and another border. I'll probably put you... I often use rocks on piloting, but on this ship we want to use it for boarding. I'll just stick you directly in the teleporter. Crystals are slow too, like rocks or their cousins, but they're not as slow. So, it's, we do this just to, like, if we want to go to that store, I don't think we have any hope of being able to get hacking there. Like, we would need to get good rewards at both of those two, which is not very likely. Whereas if we do this, this provides us some security. Like, we could do 1, 2, 3, 4, and that allows us to power both of our guns. I think that's the way to go. You know, we need 2 more power, really, before the end of this sector, but we're going to skip this store and try to get hacking in Sector 4. Which Sector 4 has a reasonable chance of it's probably a purple sector, which has a reasonable chance of being a slug sector, which has lots of stores. So let's continue. We've got a low power situation. We are not risking our crew. I would do that on a lot of ships, but given that crystals are such unique and specific crew, and I can't pick, like if I could deliberately risk my rock, I might do that, but I'm not risking a crystal. Okay, this ship is very easy to kill. You get into weapons, I guess. We could grind dodges, but again, these are our borders. We're not really intending to use these people for this long term. Also, it would be really, really slow to grind dodges against this ship. We get some scrap. We are 1 short of being able to buy a power bar, unfortunately. Well, there aren't going to be any more stores in this sector, so let's just get as many jumps as we can. I think there, maybe? We might need to take 1 less. Nice. Okay, we've got an NG. That means the NG is our new pilot. We'll put a crystal in engines. Also, let's get some scrap. There we go. Now we actually have weapons ready in case we need them. We're running very low on fuel again, but... Oh, we have a rock. Let's lead them out of the nebula. Cool. Now we're going to start saving scrap. Unless we see a chance to buy fuel, we'll have to just take that. Okay, now we can start rolling ships now. Like, these people are absolutely dead. The ship normally only has 2 crew on it. Sometimes it has 3, but not normally this early, I think. Lockdown. You don't get to use your missile on me. And you guys can come in and we are going to absolutely blast you fools. So we get a nice drop. We can sell that to get get hacking if we need to, although I think we probably can make enough scrap that we don't need to, and I might even hold on to that. Like, reverse ion field is decent, and especially getting it this early in a run. And it's not like we have other augments that are taking up slots. 50-50 chance of just eliminating ions. It can make certain fights completely safe. It makes pulsars way less dangerous. More low power stuff. They're going to board us. Except they're not. Let's just get evade. We should be able to break this missile before. Well, cloaking isn't 100% evade, unfortunately. And G go and fix that. Good, we get the high fuel option there exactly when we wanted it. Okay, this sector has really stabilized us. I mean, we're in a good position. We're not in a position where we, that early, the two early weapons at the early bit of the sector has helped to get us back up to speed, and we actually finally found some damn fights. I mean, normally on a run with Crystal B by now, I've pretty much put the game already behind me. We will already have hacking by now. You already have good enough weapons to support you throughout. Okay, we got a Slug Nebula to go to. We're not that far ahead because the first two sectors were atrocious, but that was actually a really, really good sector. Off to Slug Home Nebula. We'd like to upgrade our O2, but it depends on if there's an immediate store. There isn't, so we're going to do that. And I'm going to go get a drink. Okay, and we're back. Now, while I've been away, I've been thinking, because one of the blue options that I'm used to having when I go into a slug sector is to have the hacking blue option that reverses the event where the slugs will send some boarders onto your ship and they will hack your med bay. And you can counter that with either hacking or by having an upgraded med bay and squeeze more power out of it. I'm trying to decide whether or not it's worth spending the 35 scrap to upgrade our med bay in order to do this. It takes me away from hacking, and I can't sell reverse ion field for it. That only sells for 22 scrap. Now, I don't have an immediate store, but there could be one like there, and if it was, it would be very, very difficult to get extra scrap for it. The thing about that event is potentially if we had that event, we could just kill them and blow the ship up. Like, our borders are strong enough to beat, their two people easily without any of them dying. Now, the other danger in this sector is, of course, our hull beam to do damage needs all shields to be down. The burst laser fires 3 shots. Well, slugs have heavy shielding. And if we're fighting ships that have 3 shield bubbles and high evade and good weapons, that could be quite tricky. Our option there would probably be to board shields and break things. The other danger is that slugs have mind control, which we do not and will not ever have a counter for. I think I want to take one more jump. Like, if I don't see a store there, we have plenty of space. Like, as soon as we can see, we'd be, say, there, and then we can get 3 more jumps. So I think we're going to do this. This is risky, but... Oh, well, let's have a Rockman pose. Unfortunately, there are no systems here. We did get 10 free hull repair, which is quite nice because we could use a repair. Let's take a look. So that did turn into a store after all. I kind of would have preferred a fight, although they're dangerous and they had mind control, so maybe not. Let's just buy this fuel. So yeah, we got 10 free repair and some fuel from that. The non-nebula beacons are here, which we've already seen, there, and there. And of course, this is not a real store. We won't ever see this beacon. Well, this is that event. We should be reasonably okay here. I mean, we're definitely not boarding this ship. But they only have one weapon that can pop shield bubbles, and it doesn't really line up with their beams that well. Let's cycle people in and out. Okay, we dodged one, that's all we really need. Yeah, we'll cloak if it looks like these are going to line up. Those shouldn't line up here, we should get them back. It would obviously be very, very bad if they did line up, because they have two of them. Let's get somebody in weapons, so we get faster charge. Really? I'm pretty sure this event can't happen twice in a sector, so that's quite good. I'm going to do this. I want to take one of these off. Ideally, yeah, cool. We're completely safe. They actually have the buffer upgrade on that. That's very annoying. We're going to have a hard time keeping this down. If our medbay hadn't been hacked, it would be extremely easy for us to board, lock down in there after we'd healed and kill, but we cannot risk doing that. Okay, good. We win here. Thanks to the special property of the hull beam. Okay, so we don't need to upgrade on that because I am 99%... I'm going to double check, but I'm 99% sure that event is unique and cannot happen twice in a sector. Let me just go and check. FTL, slug, radiation leak, slug sabotage medical unit. And the wiki doesn't say. I am like 99% sure this event... Oh yeah, no, it does say. It's just, it doesn't say it in its obvious place. It can only occur once a sector, so I don't need the blue option. That event will not happen again. Cool, we saved 35 scrap. We did lose a bit by not crew killing, possibly, but whatever. I think we want another power bar. We can maintain our hack buffer and do that. Let's go here. We'd really like some sort of bomb or missile as well, because these weapons for disabling medbays are a little bit awkward. They'll work, but... let's just immediately board into weapons and try to break them. You're in my O2, I will vent you out. As long as we can break this missile, we don't need piloting here. And we did, cool. And this fool's gonna get vented down. He'll eventually warp back and we will utterly wreck him. Yeah, come on in. Let the O2 refill for a moment and then go back. Yeah, crystal borders are very, very overpowered. It's why they're so difficult to actually acquire on any other ship. Now, they're not that strong. I think the reason Crystal B in particular is so strong is you have so many of them. Because, like, one lockdown is good, but it doesn't allow you to do too much. Being able to chain them just allows you to utterly smash systems. It's basically like having another form of hacking. I think I'm going to jump here to see that beacon just in case that's a store. We'll prepare to chase them. Unfortunately, we don't have long-range scanners and got the bad option, but we did find a store. Okay, they've got hacking. I feel like I should sell reverse ion field for the Hermes missile here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. It's a pity, I'd rather keep it. And it's literally 2 scrap. If I knew for sure there was an encounter, I might just take it and and then come back. But I don't, so let's sell the reverse ion field, get the Hermes missile. In most fights, we can just use the Hermes missile, and we can just use boarding stuff. Eventually, we'll get other weapons that we can use, but like this is good. Let's upgrade our engines now. We'll start working on, although we don't have full evade yet, full evade training, so we can't quite 100% dodge things. Okay, this is a nice, speaking of training, this is a nice training ship. It's a coffin. You two start breaking weapons. Can I break like these two and leave the charge ion? Unfortunately not. I'm not going to dodge train against this then. We will just get loads and loads of combat training by smashing these systems. Which of you already have max? Everyone except the Rock, actually, so let's just get the Rock to do that. I didn't realize they already had that. I guess we should have used the Rock for this also. I don't know why I'm running him back and forth. I could just park him in the room that's completely broken. You, go break that. Oh, level 3 piloting, good. We get more combat skill then. We won't be able to max the Rock out here. We'll go in and smash Oxygen and then warp him back. We could have him also kill the Slug, but there's a possibility O2 is like level 2 or even level 3, whereas there's not a possibility that the Slug will get us 2 or 3 combat XP. And I don't want to risk warping over there after breaking the Oxygen. Let's hope this is level 302 and we can get the maximum amount of training. Unfortunately, it's only level 1. Well, warp you back. We could theoretically, I suppose, have left him over there and warped him back once the O2 started to drain and used him as a timer, but whatever. It'll take about 80 seconds for the O2 to fully drain off his ship. I won't bother cutting this bit. We could get weapon training and shoot like the Burst 2 at the room they're in, but none of these people are the people I want on those systems in the long run anyway, so... We there yet? I think it takes about 80 seconds actually for the O2 to drain down from when it was broken, but then the person has to suffocate as well, which is another 10 or so. Cool. Well, we can shield hack, and we basically have endgame weapons now because Burst 2, Hull Beam, Pike Beam, if we do shield hacking, can kill all the phases, like Phase 2 and Phase 3, and we can use the Hermes missile as support in Phase 1 to just break specific systems while we board and smash everyone. So, nice weapon drop by crew killing, a very easy ship. We're going to go down, hit a bunch of jumps, then go back up towards the exit. Let's attack the auto ship. They're going to annoy me with mind control. A high level mind control is only one, so it's not that difficult to... The Ion 2 is kind of dangerous, but like they have a basic laser and we have cloaking, so we'll just cloak now to get our shields back. And now we're completely safe. It's kind of a pity if we could take just the mind control and just the laser out, we could use that Ion 2 to get pilot training in a hurry. But we'll just do that instead. Well, I guess we're shopping. Since we are pretty much forced to shop anyway, let's go here, and then we'll go to one of the stores, and then we have a little bit more scrap. Or not. I think we're going to go to this store only. If this store has something at it that we want that we can't get, we can hit more jumps and come back to it, whereas this one's going to get taken over. I wouldn't mind that beacon, that non-nebula beacon down there. Oh my god. We're 2 scrap short of getting Zoltan Shield bypass. We have 2 more jumps. Yeah, I would have liked this to almost be a distress option so I could get like Slocknog or something like that, any of the slugs, so we can use as a pilot. But yeah, we're going to try to get more scrap. Search. Good, we get a fight instead. I kind of wish we still had the reverse ion field here. I'm going to use Hermes missile first and put it into shields. Actually, I might put it into weapons. That makes the fight quite safe. Also, we can just hack pilot, I'm thinking on it. So we don't even need to do that. How high level mind control is that? Level 1. You get out there, you go there. We cloak this. Get those shields back. They can't dodge now, so let's just do that. And they're gonna die the next time we shoot our weapons because they can't evade. So we will have enough scrap to jump back to the store, buy Zoltan Shield bypass. Cool. 2 more jumps. Fight. We could train this safely if we get a breach on that room. Let's see if we can do this with the Hermes missile. Good work, cloaking. Okay, we did get a breach in there, so they'll never be able to do that again. So now we just need to put this fire out. It may actually burn out the system. Also, there's a fire there. Is there a fire in this room? Yes, there is. I thought there might be. Rock and NG go and deal with that. And everyone back to your places. So now we can very arduously grind dodge skill. I'm going to make the Rock my engines guy because there's a possibility we replace him. There's no possibility we ever stop using the crystal porters. They're ridiculous. So I'm going to save crew positions like this for a while. I'll probably micro this on and off so I get a bit more evade, but also I might just AFK with the oxygen on. So I will meet you back when we have full training. Okay, we're back. This started going much faster when I started actually just microing 2 power between O2 and dodge, depending on which I needed. So now I have to work out how I actually kill this ship. In order for me to run both of my weapons, I would need to take my shields down, which makes me threatened. I think I'll just use the burst. Let's use the burst too. The other options, I could try to chuck a Hermes missile into shields. The other is I could board and break their shields since my crystals are safe, but you know, all those shots hit and I fired at the wrong room. Because I could alternately fire at weapons, and if I take one of these down, I can actually redirect power away from my shields. So I'll do that. There we go. Start charging the hull beam, get my O2 back up. There we go. And next volley should, well, it'll take a while because of the shields thing. Well, they just repaired their engines, so actually they took a shield bubble down. Thank you for that. And now we'll blow this ship up. I'd like to get hacking up as soon as possible. If you've watched my other boarding runs, hacking 2 on weapons is really, really strong, especially when backed by a missile like our Hermes missile. You can pretty much win the whole run with that. So 35 scrap, that is enough to get the level 2 hack, and we're going to do it immediately. Nothing here. We're not selling drone parts, we don't have enough. Civilian is clearly the choice over Zoltan. We have Zoltan Shield bypass, but even so, it's just a better sector generally. Got a big nebula. We'll try to upgrade piloting before we go in there. But we might not be able to. We're a little bit behind. Although we're not too bad at this point. I'd like to upgrade cloaking. I'd like now to get level 4 engine so I can cloak at 100%. Although we have the problem that my rock will often be off the ship, so I kind of want to get another crew member who can take over his boarding role so he can stay behind on engines. Okay, we've got an outpost. Okay, our Hermes missile is no use here. These weapons wouldn't be too dangerous if not for the drone, but of course they do have the drone. Let's see, what crew do they have? They probably don't have an anti-personnel drone. We'll just board 4 into shields. Do I want to try to hack? I think I'll try doing this without hacking. Lockdown. We'll just use lockdown to keep them away from their med bay. Cool. We've also taken their doors out. That's useful. Let's just get extra evade now. Lockdown so they can't run to the med bay. We'll kill all 3 of these. We have 1 more lockdown. We'll use it on that guy once we've wounded him. Which won't take very long. Just use it now, he's dead. Yeah, it's like they don't have a med bay, basically. Crystal lockdown is really, really broken. Get that up, get a power bar, and then get cloaking up. Now we'll start trying to get the level 2 piloting, then probably we'll upgrade our shields. Maybe even get hacking 3 by the end of this sector. Well, this ship we just kill with boarding. Do we even bother with a missile? It'll probably just take this out. I think we just hack weapons. We'll cloak at level 2 to buy more time. I don't even want to lock them out. Like they're 4 humans, my 4 boarders will beat them all individually. So just get them in here so that we win quickly. Hack that down. If we were powering the Hermes, we could chuck a Hermes in here and run our guys out at the last moment, but we don't need to do that. We won't have quite 100% evade for this missile because of the rock being over there. But, you know, 90% is pretty good. And it was good enough. Yeah, we'd like 2 more crew. 1 to take over borders and 1 to go on weapons. Ideally we'd get 4 and, you know, put 1 on shields as well, but that's not as essential. Let's take this before we go in the big nebula. Don't really care that much about stores in this sector. Probably maybe be useful just to locate them, even if we're not going to go to them, though. Go here. So this is a little bit annoying. We do have Zoltan Shield bypass, but of course they've got a Clone Bay over there. I mean, our crew easily overpower them. It's just a matter of doing that and breaking the Zoltan Shield. And of course we can't hack through the Zoltan Shield. So we're going to power our conventional weapons even though we don't strictly need to. We're going to just beat these guys 4v4. Get that Hermes missile out. Did that not? I think that beam didn't actually register. That's really annoying. Because if that had registered, it would have gone right across, taken this out, and we could have destroyed the Clone Bay. You get in there, break the Clone Bay. We might get lucky here and have the solar flare help us even. Kinda. Rock stays in there. Some of them will come back, but we can fight them 3v1. Need to be a little careful just to make sure we don't lose crew. Especially with the fire going off. You break that good. Good, we got it. I think I was just a little bit overeager and turned the whole beam off a moment too early there. Do the healing dance. This rock is healed. We're gonna let this go off. I want my crew at full health. I also want this out. Crystals actually have a hidden modifier that they actually suffer against fighting fires. Now that's kind of countered because rocks have a hidden modifier where they get a benefit to fighting fires. There's a store there. Do we want to go there? I'm not sure what we would want. Backup battery, I guess. We'll go take a look. Yeah. I mean, we could swap to Clone Bay, but at this point we don't really need to. We have weapons. I might swap to backup battery later if we get to a store where there's like 50 scrap and that's there, and there's another store. And there's nothing else good there. Well, we go here or we're wasting a jump anyway. At least we can buy fuel. We can't get long-range scanners. Maybe we can go here and get enough scrap to get long-range scanners. Let's find out. Attack the pirate. Yes, we can. Cool. This ship doesn't need our conventional weapons. This just needs a hack. I don't think there's any chance they could have an anti-personnel drone in there because they've got 3 in that and 3 in that. I don't think auto scouts this early can have above level 6 in drones. So let's let these guys run in here. Have I just fucking killed my crew? I thought this was a fucking rebel ship. God fucking damn it. I need to be able to kite. I did not realize they were gonna fucking have Mantis on here. My crew are dead. I'm gonna lose a crystal here. Could you please distract them? Nah, this crystal's dead. Maybe I can get them away? Got him. I forgot to cloak there because I was so concentrating on that. Oh, that was close. Okay, I'm just killing these people with my conventional weapons. Screw it. I didn't realize they might... Although, at this point, we probably could board them. Because, you know, we've done them some damage. But, like, I just don't... And, like, that Angie's nearly dead. But I don't feel like taking that risk again, I think. Of course, the only way we actually can kill this ship is by boarding, thinking on it, so we do need to do this. Because, this thing means that I can't actually... Yeah, so I actually need to board this, so never mind. I can't both take out the Zoltan shield and take down their other shields enough for the hull beam to do any damage. Ships do not normally have this many Mantis, so that's why I was completely thrown off by that. Hack that down. Let's lock down now and completely crush this Mantis. Like, I didn't use the lockdown previously because I thought, well, the quicker we win the fight, the fewer missiles we're going to take. I didn't think of the possibility they were going to have multiple Mantis over there. Which is the only thing that really threatens me. If we do a long cloak, the battle will be over by the time they get to shoot at me again. Ugh, that was... Like, that's a good crew member to get. That's the skill that I want. But yeah, I don't know how much health that crystal had. It was not very high. we thankfully managed to break the doors down in time to do some kiting. Okay, let's not forget that the reason we took that risk in the first place and we went here was to get enough scrap to jump back here and buy long-range gamers. Now we need to go and fix that. Since you already have weapon skill, I'm just going to put him in weapons and we'll hope to find an 8th crew member to take over from the Rock. Ideally a Mantis. If I put a missile into weapons, I think this fight is completely safe. So we're going to do that. Yeah, that takes out 2 weapons, and we put a breach, so... And now we'll eventually just get some shots off where the burst laser all 3 hit, and then we take the ship down. So one thing about missiles that is probably underrated by the player base as a large is they kind of counter auto scouts because many of them have breach chances. I mean, they still fundamentally are not very good weapons, but except for boarding support. We'll start on this side this time so we can completely take that out, ideally. Nope. Not completely, but we'll take it out here. Depending on how well we timed our beam is, we should just kill them on this volley. Yeah, we got him. Give me some more power. That could be manually search. They're gonna board us. Let's beat them down, but not kill. We can actually do this multiple times, frankly. Be healed. Send your other 2 crew over. Come on. That's an annoying place for them to go, I have to say. Yeah, their 4 crew are all very, very weak. Let's heal everyone up. We'll warp over, smash the clone bay by doing a lockdown in there immediately. And then we will destroy everybody. King and Zemo. You go into shields to draw people in there. Are any of them actually... Where are their crew? Shouldn't they be coming to fight me in shields? I don't know what you're doing in there. Just do a long cloak so we can end this. I don't quite understand what their crew behavior there was. Okay, I understand that. So, yeah, we can go flak, burst 2, and 2 beams. We'll keep the Hermes for most of the run, because that's great boarding support, but against flagship, we'll swap it out for the pike beam. You guys heal. We probably dive here since the exit is in the nebula. It's just a matter of how we do that in the most efficient manner possible. That's not a good start. Oh, we'll hit both of these. Borders, we are quite adept at dealing with them. Although these ones are a little tricky. Yeah, we might actually need to vent these guys out. Nah, we're fine. We just needed one swap. We don't need to unleash the awesome might of RNG. Human, you do the healing dance. You're the fastest of these crew. Hooray! Let's get hacking up. This fight is quite annoying since we're not great for low power situations. Still, we'll make it work. We're just gonna cloak now to buy time for our shields to come back. Actually, well, we're not because we can't actually get them back like this, but we can do this. I was kind of hoping I would take that down. Oh well. They're going to get one good beam off on me. They won't be able to beam me again. We're going to need to wait until our backup battery comes off cooldown here. Well, we'll take pot shots with the burst laser. But maybe I should just Hermes let's just Hermes missile them in the weapons. A breach would end this. We have 26 missiles, we don't need to be that precious with our ammo. I'll wait until they come out of cloak. Even if this doesn't breach, 3 points of damage in weapons is going to take them out so long that our other weapons will just eat them alive. Sadly, they dodged. Let's try this again. There we go. And we did breach. Let's use the hull beam. It can do 4 damage, the burst 2 can only do 3. pirate. This is a little bit annoying because they have mind control and a clone bay. Should I just let you be mind controlled and go over the human? The other problem is here is that I don't know what crew they have. This is the same problem we had, you know, with that previous ship. If we dash into it, I probably need to just upgrade the teleporter to deal with situations like that. Especially like if we're boarding them and they mind control one of the crew that I'm actually, you know, that is actually important. So yeah, let's just... I can actually go over there and break weapons and buy time. Doesn't look like they have particularly fearsome crew over there, it has to be said. Lockdown. Now we just need to shoot out this mind control. Okay, they are running, which is somewhat dangerous, but we're just going to go into... Oh, they have two crew and there's a Zoltan and an Engie. This is the problem, not having functioning sensors. Well, we're suddenly getting like weapon drops like crazy, and that basically means this run is, well, I mean that plus the fact that we have hacking and cloaking and a bunch of crystal borders means this run is basically over. Do we go to that store? We could sell the pike beam. Well, alternatively we could keep pike beam and go pike hull and like the burst laser in the phases where we're not using the Hermes missile, which will be phase 2 and 3. Don't think it's worth diving just for a store here. Let's go civilian. Rebel is more likely to be auto scouts, and that we're not that great on. We'd like to just start upgrading our ship. Get level 6 shields, get level 6 weapons. Then work on level 8 weapons and upgrading the teleporter. Actually, let's upgrade the teleporter first, so if we get another desperate situation, we can warp people away faster and not risk losing crew. Yes, we will gladly do that. Send our rock crew member in. Nice. We're going to get rid of that because our augments are already full, and we really don't need a replicator to give, you know, the Hermes missile. We have enough ammo for that. But that can be quite good, especially on a boarding ship. Where are you? You're in the battery room. Let's just vent you out and then you'll be forced into my med bay. There are really only 2 of them. This seems awfully few for this late in the game. There's usually quite a few more. But I guess not. We'll attack the ship. We want to hack shields down. I probably should be using the hull beam here. Whatever, we took the missile off. For subsequent rounds we can use the flak to clear shields. It's just with the hack on the shields anyway, it probably would have been better to use a hull beam there. flak sometimes struggles to actually hit auto scouts. Not this one, though. In that case, we'll celebrate by flacking you. See, there it had a little bit of difficulty. Let's get our shields up. Go there, hit these 2 nebula jumps, and then go over. Means dodging a fight, but whatever. Oh. Well, we already have basically everything we could want here. Let's get rid of the replicator. Also, let's keep the beams. We can do beam nonsense in the later phases. Let's see, these 3 beams together, whole beam is 9, whole beam is 9, pike beam is 6 against phase 2. So that's 9 plus 9. My head can't do math right now. That's 24 damage. So that'll kill. Now in phase 3 it's only 8 plus 8 plus 6. But that's still enough to win. So actually these 3 beams win us all the flagship phases other than the first one, which will kill by boarding. And we can use like Flak, Burst 2, and Hermes. It's kind of weird. We're swapping multiple weapons in and out, but whatever. You know, considering these beams were all free. Here we're going to hull beam. I think we have to shoot at... Do we have to shoot at piloting? It's like they're running away. I mean, we could just board into piloting if we did it right now. I think that's better. Our crystals will be able to get out in time. Okay, so we need to cloak this. We need to make absolutely certain we have 100% evade so that it doesn't like hit our teleporter or something like that. So the way we do that is we do this. Could you please hurry up and break that? That's level 3. Okay. Now we've taken that down. Now we'd like to hit their shields a couple times because they have the buffer upgrade and they will eventually fix their piloting. You guys go heal for a moment. Hack those shields down. I see you fixing your piloting. This isn't going to be allowed. Get more power. This could be manually search. Yes, indeed it is. Explode the debris. Cool, we have another boarder. Now, he's a weaker boarder than the Rock, so if I find a safe opportunity, I'll train him on engines, and then we can use the Rock as my 4th boarder. For the moment, the Rock has full engines training and the human doesn't, so. You have no medbay. That means we want to fight you. Let's just make sure there's no nasty surprises. There's that. They do actually have pretty beefy crew. Kind of tempted to chuck a Hermes missile into that room before I board. Yeah, I'm going to do that. We're not in much danger from their weapons. They could do us damage by lining everything up, but it's exceedingly unlikely. So let's Hermes missile that room. That should maybe disable the let's just cloak here. Okay, let them put that out. The anti-personnel drone is disabled. So as soon as they have, and that's actually burned that down. Although actually it may have turned the anti-personnel drone back on. Nope, the anti-personnel drone is off, I can tell, because this crystal is not taking any damage. And they now can't fix it. So we're effectively fighting, we're kind of fighting like 3.5 versus 3 here. You know, we can rotate this person around and that'll help us deal with the Mantis. Even though, like, our crystal's losing this one, but... since they don't have a med bay, I'm going to play this safe. It means we'll have to deal with the anti-personnel drone, but who cares? If necessary, we chuck another missile into there. Let's just do that so their combat drone can't hurt us. Our missile went wide and hit their anti-drone. We won't lock them out, we'll actually make this go faster by not locking them out. Like, your Mantis may be tough, but he can't win a fight at 2v1. Soon to be 4v1. Give me loads of fuel. We could use that. That's dangerous, although their own cloak will probably work against it. The other thing that will work against it is that we're going to hack their weapons. Maxim, you use lockdown, that will lock anyone from going into this room or that room. Nope, you can't get to the med bay. Let's see if we can just missile that down. You guys smash the weapons. Unfortunately, they fixed that. They have a Mantis in there, but he's taking a bunch of damage trying to just get into that room with the people with our other two crew. In the room, rather, with our other two crew. We can win a 2v1 fight against the Mantis. Go in there so they can't fix. Well, another high fuel reward. So suddenly we're doing much better for fuel, which has been low since basically the beginning of the run when we had that disastrously awful Sector 1 where we made no scrap. Not quite. Let's buy a bit more power. Do that. It's a sort of intermediate step. We won't need to go beyond weapon 7 really, because in phase 1 we'll go in like this. We'll go in like we are. We'll use the Hermes missile at the start, and then I suppose I might go weapons 8 if I have enough scrap to do it. Since this has been a low scrap run, I might not. But like at weapon 7 I could go Flak, Burst 2, Hermes. Hermes, the stuff that's important. Once we've killed all the crew, switch to the hull beam, you kill the first phase with those, and then use triple beams for the later phases. I don't know if there's an encounter there. Let's go here and see if we can hit these upper beacons instead. I'd like to get some more drones. Get wrecked. That's gonna just win us the fight, I think. Yep, he burned to death. So yeah, that's a fun tactic that you can use when you have, as long as you're confident in your timing. If you have a missile weapon and a locked door from hacking, you can really blast on some people. That was probably not really a necessary risk to take, but my crew all had enough health that they would have survived even if it hit them. Or maybe not, I don't know, whatever. They all survived. Yeah, let's check these two beacons out. We are not surrendering to slavers, even if they're double missile slavers, we will just hack them. Double missile cloaking slavers, but they're also boarding. We are not surrendering to slavers. Well, that's the end of the run. This NG has undone us. Run away, the NG is too strong. I think we want to just get them. Nah, we didn't get over in time before they cloaked. Whatever. Cloak this. Warp over there. Yeah, they're like all NGs. Take that down. We took some damage there because I stupidly forgot to switch my power around, but whatever. Sadly, we didn't get crew member. Keep forgetting we need to look out for an opportunity to train our human instead of the rock on engines. Probably that'll be like an auto ship. If we can find an auto ship that we can like get a breach on with our Hermes missile, it'll probably be that. Let's do this. Outpost, nice, guaranteed double scrap reward. What have you got over there? It's a rebel ship, so they're only going to be humans, but no anti-personnel drone. Do we need to? I don't think we need to hack this, so we're going to save a drone. No, they are sending a boarding drone over to us. We'll use the rock to deal with that, I guess. Actually, we won't. We want to keep the rock for 100% evade. Cloak. Okay, now that that's gone by, we'll use the rock to do that. And our crew will just win all these fights, so. We got 100 scrap from that fight. NG, go and fix that. Everybody be healed. One moment. Okay, I thought somebody was calling me, but it's just the TV on in the background. Go to the exit. We might... I don't know, I don't think it's probably worth going there. It doesn't look like there's an encounter there from our scanners, so... probably not. We could go to Weapon 7 right now, but... we probably will get to Weapons 8, honestly, but we don't even really need it. Held on. Is this the one that only has 2 crew? Yes. Bypass. We don't need to use any weaponry in this fight, we just cloak if they even get to shoot this, which I don't think they're going to. Not quite. They were very close. Also, we got a double reward though. That's a spicy choice. Mantis Homeworlds is very good with a boarding ship, but like I can't turn out a rebel stronghold. We have long-range scanners. We have a really, really strong ship. Let's go clown on the rebel strong on the flagship constructor. Okay, this could be it. Come on, first jump, flagship constructor. Unfortunately not, but the 5 drones are useful. We kind of want to go to the store just to see these jumps up here anyway. I don't really want to deliver these drones, honestly. No, we can lose crew there. Store. What have you got here? Screw it. Actually, we can probably get rid of the burst 2 and the flak then, because we can basically use... we can use the Hermes in Phase 1 to take out specific systems. Go in, break shields, kill with the beams, and then we switch to quadruple beams. Yeah, we're gonna do that. This feels kind of like blasphemy, but whatever. We have enough drones that we can shield hack every fight for the rest of the game if needed. We'll buy a couple more just for absolute security since we have loads of money. Let's even do that. I hope that the constructor flagship isn't up there. I'm going to go here to minimize the number of non-flagship possible fights that this is. Okay, let's switch to this. We won't actually one-shot this, I don't think. Actually, we might, because these beams only do 1 damage each, but I think we can hit 4 rooms with each of them. Cloak. I mean, we're somewhat weakened right now because we have the Hermes missile on our belt, which we can't use alongside each of the beams. No, we did still one-shot. For the flagship, we will get rid of the Hermes, put it in our back pocket. Let's get more power. Okay, you could be constructor flagship. Nope. Regrettable. Let's go for the storage cache. No boarding in this fight. We'll just shield hack. Our danger levels are quite low in this. 2, 3, 4. We do still have another crew slot open. Yeah, we don't kill with one shot there, but we'll just wait for our hack to come back, and when it does, we will kill on the second swipe. And certainly these guys aren't doing us any damage in the meantime. Double reward. Start working on shields. Or actually, let's get cloaking up first. We can't really see that one, so I just hope it isn't it. There's a reasonable possibility we've already gone past the constructor flagship, which is unfortunate. This one we want the Hermes missile for. Who have you got over there? We'll just fight you in shields and crush you. He's locked down now. Long, long cloak. Keep locking down. Flip the crew. We want to see what's in that corner anyway, so let's take this nebula jump. Even though this has no chance to be constructor flagship. We might take some damage here because we can't reliably knock that missile down. We effectively have stealth weapons because our beams do not actually break cloak. So if we do this, we're going to stay cloaked the whole time, even when we fire, which is quite nice. Actually, I think we blow this ship up. Yep. Very dangerous ship, double burst 2, heavy 1, and a missile, but not dangerous enough. Do I go and check that out? Yeah, like, I have no idea what that means. I don't care about possibly diving. We're gonna take that, but yeah, that probably means we don't find constructor flagship again. It's been a while since I've been able to locate the damn thing. Okay, maybe it's one of these? Let's find out. No, it's not there. So this is our last chance at it. We're diving, needless to say. Okay. Okay, well, let's get practice in murdering the flagship. Should we crew kill them just for fun? You don't actually get any extra reward for crew killing the constructor flagship, but I'm going to do it anyway because it's amusing. And it's not very difficult to do with Crystal B. That just vent you into my weapons room so you can fight at a numerical disadvantage. Currently, this ship can't do me any damage whatsoever. If we do a long cloak right now, they oh, they have level 4 in this, as if it were phase 3. That's interesting. I didn't realize that. Once we're out of cloak, I'll just chuck another Hermes at it. You want to board me again? Really? They dodged that one, but we'll be able to hack before it fires. And this time we don't need to, you know, use our we don't need to use our cloak to make sure they die. There we go. Good luck fixing that, especially since you're about to have a bunch of crystals. Introducing themselves. So, pillage the ship. The Hermes missile we have is better than that Pegasus missile. We probably won't get a chance to sell it, unfortunately. And the 2 fleet delay is completely wasted as well, because we're right at the back of the sector. Still, it's a pretty good reward. Do that. By the time we fight the flagship, we can max the reactor and get level 3 teleporter and all that stuff. Yeah, we don't even get to use our second free jump because we go here, and yeah, we definitely give you 2 fuel. Yeah, we really needed that, thanks. We have loads of stuff to sell that we're not going to get to use. Yeah, that was a pretty bad Rebel stronghold sector. I've had quite a few of those lately. It's usually the best sector, but they're not always perfect. So, we have a double Vulcan ship. We could probably crew kill this just for the sake of it. I'm not going to. I can't be bothered. Okay, maybe I will, because now they're annoying me by going into my piloting and exposing me to the ASB. Chuck a Hermes missile in there, I guess. And miss. You guys deal with them. We'll do a level 3 cloak here. Hopefully it doesn't hit me at 10%, but it might. Just want to make sure my crew are high enough in health that I don't have someone get sniped, because that can happen. We're out. Be healed. We never found a 7th crew member, or 8th rather crew member to take over from the Rock, but whatever. You know, our boarding team is very slightly weaker. It's not like that's really been a problem. We've had exactly one instance where our boarding team seemed like it wasn't strong enough, and I don't think having the Rock, and I think we were still using the Rock then, in fact. It'd be really nice to find a store and sell all this crud in our hold. Even though we don't really need repair stations, we go to this one first because this could be no scrap and this is guaranteed scrap, so we just go to where there's guaranteed scrap. And then we go to this fight. That'll give us enough to upgrade the teleporter. Then we just work on upgrading our evade all the way. Let's hack this to delay this stupid missile. I think they actually angled that perfectly. Also, we can't really get our human back there without him going through the hacked medbay. So let's not. Let's just board with the Rock. Reduces our evade by 10%, so we might get tagged by a missile. It's quite unfortunate because this will now block my hacking drone. I gotta take the power out, power up the whole beam. Which is quite annoying because we need to take out the Columbi out. Okay, whatever. We'll just win with our borders. Get in there. Oh, for fuck's sake. This fight has been very annoying. This fight is being extremely irritating. Here, 2 of you go in there, 2 of you go in there. We get tagged by multiple missiles because of that nonsense. Can we please break this? Cloak. Are you fucking kidding? Can we please take that stupid missile out? That fight was very irritating. Hopefully that repair station is still there so I can get it repaired. Yes, it is. Good. Back to your positions. Now we really just want more power. And if we can get to a store to sell all this crap, we will. But we doesn't look like it. We don't have as much power as it looks like here, because obviously for later phases we're going to be putting level 8 into weapons. It's just in the earlier phases we don't need to do that. Let's go here just in case that is the store. A store will probably give us more scrap than a fight at this point because we have so much stuff to get rid of. I'd really like to upgrade my sensors as well, but we don't need that for the flagship. Board right away so they don't board us. Let them in, we can win 4v4. them shoot the single shot lasers. Get wrecked. Take that down. No, don't go through the room that's on fire, for God's sake. Kind of expensive in terms of missiles, but we have so many of them that we can afford to do that. 73 scrap, very nice. That'll let us max this out. Nope, so we're not going to get to sell all this crap. Well, I suppose that could be a store. We'll go here just in case. Same deal as last time. Get wrecked. You people can all burn. Give me more stuff. Let's find out if that is a store, because like we might be able to buy something silly like a pre-igniter there if there is one. There isn't. In that case, we'll do that and that. But we can take one fight and then go to the base. There's no difference which one we go to. It's a matter of does the one that we don't go to get taken over between phase 1 and 2? Go here, I guess. Fair amount of stuff here, but we're gonna attack weapons, board shields, and kill that one. Let them shoot the single shot laser. Also, it's time to engage lockdown. Use another lockdown. Let's do this just because we're gonna warp back between phases in this against the flagship, and this will make it quicker. Since we don't have a Colombe, we need to be a little more careful with our crew. So for this phase, put you in shields and you can just stand by. Because at the beginning we want to board, 2 into each room. Ah, that got taken over, that's a shame. Do we save to do this after phase 1? I think we do. We might not manage it, but we will by phase 3 at least, and then it will be worth it. Off to the base. What are you hacking? That's annoying, but not that bad. We should be able to stop them from getting many missile surges because of the hack and the cloak. should actually try engaging the hack. It does help with having a hack and a cloak. Hermes missile. Take that down. Are you kidding? I'm gonna cloak these lasers because they hit on the triple ion. Don't heal. Hit him with a missile. Forward and start murdering. Between the lock on the door from the hack and the fact that I can engage Crystal Lockdown, I can get like complete control over this room. So if my crew are ever in any danger of appearing to die, we will just, you know, use the lockdowns to hold people off and then warp them back. We can afford to take this very slowly. We have 31 missiles and a hack and cloaking. They can't really get that room back. And without it, they are no real danger. Yeah, we'll kill these two. They're definitely not... I used the lockdown of the person who's on my ship. That was dumb. Warp you guys back so you definitely don't die. They'll eventually break in there, but they're not getting it repaired in time. Unfortunately, that does mean that this crystal has wasted their lockdown power. Should I chuck a Hermes missile just to do them some damage? Yeah. We now win this easily. I could also park Zoltan in the crystals rather in this side room, and that will also stop people from escaping. Do I need to warp back for this? If they get in danger, I can even run out of the room because I have control over the doors, but I think they're going to make a break for it before... Yeah, like they could actually win that fight, but they're making a break for it, so they can't. And that's their only crew member left. Let's shoot out their medbay. We've nearly blown the ship up just with Hermes missiles. Also, let's swap over to beams now. We could literally finish this off with just the Hermes missiles. We will tear this down, and as soon as their shields are gone, this ship goes kaboom. Okay, as soon as their shields are down, our crew warp back, and then the ship goes kaboom. Will they get even 1 point of repair on their artilleries before that happens? Nope. Let's do maximum damage just for fun. We are one scrap short of doing that upgrade. Anyway, the Hermes missile can go away now. Thank you for being very helpful throughout this run. We no longer need targeted damage. Do we even board in this phase? Because, like, our beams will kill on the first. I don't think we even board on this phase. We'll just let the boarding drone come over to us and beat the crap out of it. We will board in phase 3 because it'll take us a while to cut through the Zoltan shield, and I want to take the missile artillery offline. Shield the drain. Goodbye, flagship. We just did 18, 24, 30 damage to the flagship. Needless to say, there are no enemies in this game that have 30. Oh, that would blow up a player ship in one go from full health. Obviously, a player ship wouldn't have enough concentrations of empty rooms for the whole beam to do that much damage, so it's kind of swings and roundabouts. Now, the worst thing that could happen here would be my pilot getting mind controlled. I only really need to board 2 people. I'll leave 3 in the room so that if one of them gets mind controlled, there's still enough. I just need to warp them into the missile artillery with the Zoltan shield bypass and break that down. Let's go chasing after them. They did indeed mind control one of my crystals. It's fine, you two just go in there, start breaking this. All different crew types do equal damage to the system, so it doesn't matter that one of them is a human. We'll just ignore this guy until he's about to actually damage the system. I don't know why I'm repeatedly placing these beams. They do the same amount of damage to the Zoltan shield no matter what I do. My pike beams should take them out here. All beams take that down. You come back. Don't kill this guy, just stop him from damaging the thing. Cool, he's back. So we're gonna absolutely obliterate the flagship as soon as their shields are hacked down, and that'll be a 0 damage run. The best shot in this phase is this, I believe, with the hull beam. And with the pike beam, it's this. Yeah, that's the one. So, we overcame that incredibly awful start, and we were still ridiculously strong at the end. Imagine if Sector 1 and 2 had actually been good. That's how strong Crystal B is. You can effectively have a couple of sectors where you make like no scrap and still win. We're just a shade under 6,000, which for this ship is relatively weak. And yeah, that's 41 out of 108. As you can see, I've broken 7,000 on this before, and my highest score ever was on this ship, but it was on an old profile. It was just below 8,000. You can get very, very silly runs on this if the first sectors are good and you just snowball. We comparatively had to struggle. So that's Crystal B out of the way. We've got 6 down. Let's find out who we're playing next. 3, 2, 1, and go. We haven't played this on this streak, have we? I'm getting confused because we keep playing Mantis C lately. And I'm pretty sure we haven't. We've played, no, Mantis B, Fed B, Lanius B, Kestrel C, Stealth A, Crystal B. Cool. Okay, so we will be playing Mantis C for like the 3rd time in the last 10 games up next. So, more boarding. That's the 4th boarding ship we will be playing so far, and it's only the first 7. There's only 7 boarding ships in the game that start out with teleporters, and we already will have played more than half of them. So we'll be on gunships towards the later half of the run. That's a streak, rather. So I hope that you enjoyed Crystal B, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.